Hello class, welcome back 4th grade. I'm super happy that you are here. Welcome back today. Today I want to start by doing a review about the activities that we did yesterday, and yesterday we had some activities that were for the workbook, and these activities were on page 34. And yes, for doing this activity we needed to go back to the student's book on page 35 so we could read school lunches. In this reading we had information about lunches in other countries, in other places such as Japan, England, Zambia and Italy. And then when you were in the workbook, you needed to fill in this chart making comparisons between the lunches from these countries and from your country, of course Mexico, right? All of you are Mexican, right? So, and it was just like you needed to compare. Like for example, I told you that kids take turns serving. That's what happens in Japan. What happens here in Mexico? Well, mostly we are not used to eat lunch, el almuerzo, at the schools. But some of you did it. Algunos de ustedes sí lo hacían cuando íbamos a la escuela normalmente. What do you usually do when you eat lunch at school? Do you take turns serving? I don't think so, because each kid takes their food or they buy something, but each one serves his or her own food, right? Cada quien se sirve su comida, ¿verdad? So then we have in England, then we have 2 points, tenemos 2 puntos para Japan, and then we have about England. Most kids bring sandwiches from home. Yes, here in Mexico too. Most kids bring sandwiches or some other things like tortas, etc. Dinner is the main meal of the day. I think here in Mexico the main meal is breakfast. That's what our parents used to tell us, right? The breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Yes. So then we have Zambia. People often eat the same thing for lunch and dinner. We're not used to do that. Some people do it. Sometimes I do it, but it's not that common. So you just needed to compare and write, like for example, this is what happens in England about dinner. Now next to it you needed to write what happens for dinner in Mexico. What are we used to do? ¿Qué solemos hacer? ¿A qué estamos acostumbrados respecto a ese punto? And then you just need to write same or different. Ahí solo tenías que escribir same, different, same, different. Like if we are used to do the same, or maybe we are used to do the contrary thing or different things. And that was it for yesterday. Today we're going to do a review about the conjunctions so or because. Sometimes it is difficult because maybe you think that you can use them both the same times in the same sentences, but you need to pay attention. If you want to, you can translate it into Spanish if it helps you, if it's more clear. Like so, entonces, because, ¿por qué? Because, like it says, because it's followed by the reason. It can answer the question why. We usually use because when we want to answer to questions beginning by why. Okay, let's pay attention. And I gave you these examples, like my knee started hurting, so I stopped running. I was lost, so I bought a map. And in the other side, using because, I stopped running because my knees started hurting. If you pay attention to it, the order of the sentences is different, right? Here we have my knee started hurting, and then I stopped running. It's different. You need to check at the sentence and pay attention which one is the result and which one is the cause. Okay, so I stopped running because my knees started hurting. And in the other example we have I bought a map because I was lost. Okay, so then I have some other examples for you so we can make it clearer. It was raining heavily, so we must take our umbrellas. And here, if you don't remember what is an umbrella, here we have a picture of an umbrella. So it was raining heavily, so it is raining heavily, so we must take our umbrellas. Okay, and then we must take our umbrellas because it's raining heavily now. Okay, so here we have that this is the cause. Okay, so we must take our umbrellas. Why do we need to take our umbrellas? The reason or the explanation, it is this one. It's because it's raining heavily now. Okay, so please, if you don't have this on your notebook or this one that we did the last week, you need to copy this in your notebook, please, because it's going to help you. It's not for me, it's for you. Then when it comes to do the exam, it's going to be super easier to study from your notebook and read your notes and everything. Okay, now we are going to check the activities that we have on pages 35 and 36. So activity 19 says, read and write so or because. You are going to fill in the blanks by using so or because. You only have 2 sentences, so you are going to use only once so and only once because. So we have number 1, I love eating paella blank, I have it twice a week. Number 2, I don't like eating chicken curry blank, I don't like spicy food. That's it. Now activity 20 says read and match, then circle the conjunctions. Okay, we have 2 activities to do here right now. We are going to match and then circle the conjunctions. Number 1, she doesn't like milk. Number 2, it's cold today. Number 3, I often have a toasted cheese sandwich for breakfast. Number 4, we love eating meatballs. Number 5, Carlos likes paella. And number 6, I eat a balanced diet. And in the other column we have the letters from A to F. Then we have so we eat them every week. B, because I want to be healthy. Letter C, so I'm having oatmeal for breakfast. Letter D, because rice is his favorite food. Letter E, so she doesn't like drink it. F, because I like cheese a lot. So in this you need to pay attention, understand each sentence, each column, so you can match with the correct option. But it's also important to check the subjects because that's the clue. Okay, so here you have the subject, she, it, I, we, Carlos, I. So in the other side you can also check the subjects, like in here, so we, because I, so I, because his favorite food, so his, it means that we are talking about a boy, and so on. So now we can go to activity 21 that says join the sentences and write use so or because and because. Okay, so you are going to pay attention and choose which one are you going to use in each sentence. Of course, in one sentence you're not going to use so and because, only one. Okay, so they giving you 2 sentences, like for example number 1 says I'm wearing a coat. The other sentence, it's cold. Okay, So you are going to make, vas a hacer una oración de esas dos que te están dando. Eso quiere decir que ya no vas a usar la mayúscula aquí en medio y menos el punto, ¿ok? Vas a unirlas. You're going to write, por ejemplo, sería así. I'm wearing a coat because it's cold. O si quieres usar so, sería I'm wearing a coat so it's cold. Ok, so en este caso solo tenemos una opción correcta. Tú debes encontrar cuál es la que mejor queda, cuál es la que mejor se escucha o la que más tiene sentido para que tú puedas utilizar so or because. So number 2, you're going to do the same. I don't like fruits. I didn't eat watermelon. I don't eat watermelon. Number 3, Sally is happy. She's eating her favorite lunch. It's the same. Now we are going to go to the workbook also on 36. So we have activity 22, read and circle. Now we did these phonics and we had them 4 and they are giving you. Now we are going to find the words that have these phonics. Like we have apple here, bubble, pencil, camel, curl, travel, metal, April, sandal, and hair. Okay, so you are going to circle and that's it. It's really easy. In fact, activity 23 says underline the words also with the phonics, then read aloud. Number 1, there are apples in April. Number 2, I wear sandals when I travel in the summer. And activity 24 says connect the letters, then write. And then you're going to do this. You have 2 columns. In fact, you have 3 columns, but you're going to match the words, this column with this column. And when you finish connecting or matching, then you're going to write the words in these blanks, okay? Right. Now, activity 25 says listen and write. Take your, draw some. Now, I'm going to play this audio. You can check this, that these are words that the words that you are going to use to complete these activities are words that use these phonics, like the words we used in the previous activities, or also you have this chant in the students. So let's pay attention to it so we don't have any problems in solving this.
Workbook, page 36, activity 25. Listen and write.
Take your pencil. Draw a camel. Draw a medal. Draw some bubbles.
And that's it. If you didn't complete the activity, you can listen to the audio again and play it one more time and the times that you need it so you can complete. Don't forget that you need to take a picture of these 2 pages and send it to me so I can check them. Please try to be patient with me. I need some time. I know you are doing an excellent job and I'm checking your activities too. Don't forget that tomorrow we have the Zoom meeting and you need to prepare some material that I asked you for, que mañana tendremos nuestra reunión y necesitas traer el material que he pedido por la plataforma. Así que si no has visto lo que necesitamos tener, puedes checarlo en nuestra clase en Edmodo para que sepas qué es lo que estaremos haciendo mañana. Tomorrow we are going to do some activities about and celebrating Thanksgiving Day. So I'll see you tomorrow at the same time as always. Try to be on time. Goodbye.